Hey everybody, welcome to Review Time with Islip. I am Islip, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Godzilla vs. Kong Mega Heat Ray Godzilla with lights and sounds. This is the back of the box. It is a very big box. You get a Godzilla, you get 2 firing missiles, one of which I've already lost, and you get a little running soldier. So, it is one of these boxes that are open boxes like this, which honestly I don't like because everybody and their mama is touching it, and we're in a pandemic right now. Even if we weren't, you know, it's still not good. But in any case, I'm gonna get rid of the box after this video. I was just saving it for the video. You get a little figure. It's not really painted, even though on the box it's painted. It's a nice little figure. Let's see, where I just had the measuring utensil here. Where did it go? Well, I guess I'm not going to measure it because I lost it already. Dang, this time I was prepared. In any case, it's about roughly an inch tall. It's actually about the size of a Diaclone figure, if you collect Diaclones. This is going to go in a little bag along with this little missile. Let's get that out of here. Yeah. Let's lower this down some. We'll bring in the big beast himself. And this is too big for my setup. I'm going to have to move my chair back a little bit. So there he is. And what do I have to show off the size? I have a roll of tape. If you're wondering why I'm having such a hard time finding something to measure it with, I have packed all my figures up, with the exception of maybe a little handful that I wanted to review. So that is why I don't have anything ready to hand. Here he is with a Game Boy Pocket. And a Gatorade bottle. So he's roughly, I did measure him beforehand, and I found it. I found my little measuring thingy. Alright, so from, move your hand, ground on up, he is, okay, there we go. I don't do centimeters, but I will do it for you once. 13 inches tall from all the way down to all the way up here. If you want it in centimeters, he is, looks like 33.5 centimeters. So, yay for that. Hopefully my head wasn't in the way. Hopefully I wasn't in the way. I have no idea. Because I'm not behind the camera. I'm over to the side because he's just kind of too big. I'll turn around this way so you can look at his details. His details are actually pretty good. I mean, they could have been sculpted just slightly better, but it's not nearly as soft looking as who did this? Playmates? Yeah, as Playmates did when they first got the license. They did a little bit better. I like the idea of the fact that they covered up the screw holes, although the paint matching is horrible. Let's bring this in closer. I don't know how it's showing up for you, but this is coming up so much darker than the rest of it. Okay. Move him back a little bit again so we can get him in. Posability is as thus. There is no head articulation, and that's because of the gimmick, and I'll show you the gimmick in a little bit. His arms rotate 360, and they do go in and out a little bit. His hands rotate at the wrist, almost 360, yeah. His legs do go forward and back just that far because it hits his tail, and his feet they swivel side to side, and that's about it. The other foot's of exactly the same, it's just molded in a slightly different position. I actually haven't moved his legs yet. This is the first time I think I've done it. And his tail does that. It actually comes separate, so from here on, it's a separate piece to fit in the packaging. You know, kind of how they do with the Godzillas a lot, like especially with NECA doing that. So here's his little running soldier dude by his foot that you can't see because it's just too tall. So you get an idea of how that looks, and it's not quite the scale. He should be smaller, but that's not bad. That is not bad. And like I said, he comes with a missile. So what you do is you put the missile in the mouth, and then there's a hidden button on the side here that you press, which will activate lights and sounds and shoot the missile off. So I'm going to turn him this way, and then I'm going to lift this up and push the button. Okay, and then he has another sound. I think that's it. Yeah. And when you press the button, his mouth does move. His eyes light up, and he has a pupil drawing, which is weird because it only shows up when his eyes light up. But I'll tell you why it's weird when I review Kong. I'm going to turn off the lights real quick, and that will help us show off how cool. I mean, you're not even seeing how cool this thing looks. It's actually a deep blue, which is not what it's coming out as. And I like how it segments down, although it should be segmenting up and then segmenting down, maybe. I don't know. Where's the lights at? So yeah, it does what it is supposed to do, which is it looks like a giant Godzilla. Now this is the second Godzilla I have in this scale. I don't know if I did a review on the first one I had, and I'm not talking about the old. I think I did a few reviews of some older Godzillas that I had that I don't have anymore. I gave them to my nephews. Kind of wish I still had them back, but honestly, I think for a while they got more use out of it than I did, and I really didn't have the space for them. So he looks like Godzilla. His sculpting, it's not bad. It's a little soft. At some places it's even softer than, like, around come here, around his neck and gill area, that's actually pretty decent. But then when you look at the rest of it, like, that all should have been, especially his chest should have been detailed a lot better. But again, it's nowhere near as bad. The sculpt work is nowhere near as bad as the other Playmate stuff, especially like when they got the license right afterwards. That stuff was just, it looked like bootlegs. This looks like it was a self sculpt. Like maybe it was using an older mold, or maybe they just did it because this is really made for kids. Like with the gimmicks and everything, this is definitely not really like a high-end collector's item. This is a toy that's made for kids, and as such, I can't crap on it that much. And I'm not gonna, because I actually like this figure. I like it a lot. I don't mind that some of the spikes are painted and some are translucent. Normally that would bother me a lot, but then again, thinking about, and it's a little light. It's honestly, it's weird the way it feels. It feels like it should be made out of like a soft plastic, and it's not. It's actually kind of a rigid plastic. It just looks soft. That's a very strange thing, but it looks good. It looks definitely better than a lot of their current, not current, well, some of their current stuff, but like their Shin Godzilla. Oh my god, that thing was horrible. So I I think if you're a Godzilla collector and you like Godzillas, this is not a bad Godzilla to get. It has lights and sounds, the jaw moves, and it comes with a teeny weeny human. I mean, I like when toys come with little humans. I mean, it's again something for me to get lost, but he's not bad. I think when I have a G1 Transformers shelf again, it's gonna go on there because it's actually the size of a Diaclone figure, which is in scale with the G1 1984 figures. So yeah, but I'm rambling now at this point. I'm sorry. I've been a little late with the reviews. Like I said, been packing because, you know, stuff is supposed to happen. Hasn't happened. It's gonna be a little bit while longer, but that said, I'm Islip. I like this figure. If you're a Godzilla fan, I think you're gonna like this figure. You know, I mean, the one good thing about it being in an open box is that you can see it in the toy store and press the button and see whether you like it for yourself or not. I love this figure. I'm glad I got this figure. I'm Islip, and I'm done.